Alright, hi, I'm Greb, and I want to show you how to be good on a Factions PvP server. Now, a Factions PvP server is basically a server that is all about PvP, and you have to go out into the wilderness and build a base and stuff, and that's protected by being in claimed land. And, you know, if you start a faction, you can claim land and then protect your land like that. Now, usually a Factions PvP server will have a spawn area. It will be a lot bigger than this, but you know, just for demonstrational purposes. So yeah, and in this area you'd be like protected, and so if any other player was to come and try to attack you, you'd be completely fine. And then once you jump out, you know, you're fair game. So what you want to try to do is when you start on something like a PvP faction server, you want to just quickly jump out to spawn and just run as far away as possible. You want to run maybe for half an hour or so, just in one direction straight without stopping. And I'm not gonna do that because that would just be pointless. But yeah, that's the kind of thing you want to do. And immediately what you want to do is you want to create a base. And one of the best bases to create to begin with is an underwater base. So by this time you'd have to have like a bit of wood, you know, punch a tree or something, get some wood, and you want to go down underwater. You get a door, a wooden door, and you do something like this, preferably very far away from spawn. And now you see, you can breathe. So then you want to build a little thing around it, just like that. Oops. Yep. So now you're dry and cozy. Then you're gonna want to dig down here, like this. You know, dig down a reasonable distance, and you're gonna want to keep it lit, and preferably have your stairs more neat than mine. Oh yeah, so you're gonna build out a little room, like this. And yeah, I mean, you know, build it bigger than this, and might want to take away all the dirt, replace it with stone to begin with. And you after that, what you want to do is you want to go mining a lot. So you know it's a mine if you play Minecraft. Yeah. So you just go mining and get lots of materials, get some iron, maybe some diamond. Definitely collect obsidian. And then one thing is, a lot of faction PvP servers have shops, and so that means you don't have to collect a whole bunch of one thing to have a whole bunch of one thing. So say if you wanted a lot of obsidian, what you could do is you could maybe start a huge pumpkin farm, and then sell the pumpkins to make obsidian, to make money to buy obsidian. Alright, this is a good design for pumpkin farm. You probably want to make it a bit bigger, you know, a bit bigger scale, but you know, you start out small and then you get more and more pumpkin seeds. You can make more. Now you do have water there, and it's covered in glowstone so you don't fall into the water, and also that it lights up the pumpkin farm so that they grow at night as well, not just in daytime. And then what you want to do is you want to plant them like this. Then you have sort of two growing on either side. So it's more efficient than just having one next to the water. And then you could have more rows of this. So then have like more water here, and then another patch growing. And pumpkins usually sell for quite a bit on faction PvP servers, I've found. So they're usually a good way to make money to buy stuff like obsidian or diamonds. So you know, you could have like a massive pumpkin farm, and you could just use that to make money. You don't have to go collecting everything. The thing is, when it comes to equipment and like a PvP faction server, you wanna have diamond stuff aren't really that effective. Like, everyone will have diamond stuff. So to sort of have an edge above everyone else, you want to have enchanted diamond stuff, enchanted diamond equipment, because otherwise you'll just lose. And to do that, you'll need a lot of experience. And what you can do is you can build mob traps, you know, typical mob traps that just, I mean, you can probably find a tutorial on how to do that. I won't really show you because, you know, there's many tutorials about that already. But, you know, you can find out, you can make a mob trap. So you can find a mob spawner somewhere underground. It's a naturally occurring mob spawner somewhere underground, you know, like in a dungeon or something. And then you sort of build a room around it. Well, there'll probably already be a room on it actually, but yeah. So you fill that with water and sort of funnel them into a hole. And if you put signs in an area, water can't go over them. So you put signs on the top of the hole, and then water can't go in it. And then they'll be funneled into the hole, and they'll drop. And make sure that they drop, leaving like half a heart or so. And then you can get to the bottom, and hit them once or something with your fist, and you get XP from them. So one thing you can do to take out a lot of mobs at one time. This works especially well for zombies and skeletons. For creepers, it doesn't really work. But splash potions of healing too will actually do damage to mobs, undead mobs like zombies and skeletons. Not endermen or creepers though. What you can do is if you just throw this, then they all die at one time. So yeah, you know, you can do that instead of just hitting them. It'll do like AoE damage to all of them. So one thing is, if you do create a trap where they would fall and have very little health left, that would kill them in one shot. So you don't need one of them, and there could be like hundreds of them there. Throw one potion and you'd just be surrounded by a ton of XP, which is quite cool. Alright, so now that you've got your XP, you're going to want to enchant stuff. And bear in mind this could take like a couple of days to like enchant all your stuff, because you know you'll need to keep getting more and more XP. So yeah, so you're going to want to enchant stuff, and enchants on armor, protection is the best, and you're going to want to aim for protection 4. Maybe not right in the beginning, but protection 4 is the best protection, and if you have that, it'd be pretty hard for anyone to kill you. So, you know, you're going to try and aim for that, and, you know, you might get really crap enchants. But yeah, so that's the kind of enchant you want. You're going to want to enchant some swords. Sharpness 4. You're going to want to try and get like sharpness 5 and maybe some fire on it, which is really, really hard to get, but if you know, stick with it and somehow manage to get something like that, then, you know, you can kill anyone on the server. So, you know, I mean, sharpness 4 is pretty good as well. And smite is completely useless. That only takes out like zombies and skeletons. It's useless on a PvP server. Useless little crap. And you know, pickaxes are always good to enchant as well. Oh crap, that's pretty good. Yeah, you know, because if you're building a base or something, you know, this could help you build it a lot faster. And so yeah, so you have your enchants and your cool equipment and everything. And then you know you're ready to fight things. Say if you use say a sharpness 4 sword, you'll do a hell of a lot more damage to stuff than like a regular diamond sword. Like that would have taken like 3 hits to kill in a regular diamond sword, but with the sharpness 4, oops, yeah, it's 1 or 2 when it comes to creepers. Yeah, damn creepers. And now basically the kind of ideal base you want to build is basically an obsidian box. So once your pumpkin farm and everything is done, and you've got lots of money from selling loads of pumpkins, you're gonna want to buy a lot of obsidian and basically make a box out of it. Now I have here a little example down here. Also, you're gonna want to build it very, very low down, and very, very, very far from spawn, like 10,000, at least 10,000 blocks from spawn. Then no one will be able to find it, and then you can just, you know, do whatever you want on the surface, and no one will be able to find you because you'll be really far. So this will just be like a last resort in case someone somehow manages to find you. they can't get in because it's obsidian, and if it's claimed, they can't like do TNT cannons or anything like that to break it. So yeah, you're gonna have something like this. And what's a cool trick is you don't have doors to your base because people can just blow that up with a TNT cannon if the aim is good, but you don't want to risk it. So what you can do is to get out, to get in, you can set your home or your faction home or something, and you'll be able to teleport back in, but you won't be able to teleport back out. So what you could do is there's a trapdoor glitch whereby if you, oops, wow, wow, yeah, if you close it on yourself and log out and then log back in, you're on the surface. So you can do that, and yeah, just get out to your base like that, and that's a lot safer than having a door to get in and out. Yeah, so, and how it works is that you just have to have a direct line of blocks going all the way up. So like it'll work here as well. So you can use that to get to like a sky base or something, which is also kind of a cool base to build, but it's very easy to raid a sky base because people can TNT cannon it. But if you make it out of obsidian, people can't do anything. The thing is, some people use hacked clients, and it's not really legit, but some people use it, so you need to sort of protect against it. So what you want to do is you want to make it so that they can't, there's something called V-clip, and what that is people can sort of teleport a certain amount of blocks up or down. So you want to build it right down on the bedrock level so no one can get underneath you to V-clip up, and then you want to have like a large layer of stone on top of you surrounded by obsidian. So it's like a very tall building, but most of the top is just thick, just completely blocks. There's no empty space in it. Then if it's like that, they can't V-clip because the server will kick them for moving too quickly. And you're gonna want to build something like this. You're gonna want to build it a lot of layers thick as well, because if they somehow manage to break one block or something, they could maybe try and like ender pearl glitch in, because there's like a glitch with ender pearls where you can sort of get through walls that are one block thick. So you can want to build it thick like that, nice and thick, at least 2 layers and stuff. So also sky bases, I guess if you claim the land, it'd be hard for them to V-clip up into it if it's really high, but they could still try and V-clip down from above. So if you're gonna build a sky base in the sky, you obviously make it out of obsidian, but also make it right up to build limit so no one can get above it to try and hack in, try and spaz their way in. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you follow all those tips, you should be pretty well set on a PvP server. Yeah.